What's up, Bostons? It's been a minute. But it's been a long minute since we've talked skincare, since we've talked hygiene. And I just feel like me, as I get older, I feel like that's something that we definitely have to talk about more and more. So let's just jump right into it. So when I wake up, my skin is usually very oily. I'm not really the type. It gotta be like a slow, long night, day for me to do something at night. So 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing anything, it's usually in the morning because, I mean, that's when you wake up, you start feeling a little like, all right, let me get my day started, let me get some stuff together. You want to be a little organized. So I want to kind of set up some tips in addition to what I do. But I don't want to make this video too long, so let's just get right into it. I just want to start off with showing you guys majority of the products I use on a day-to-day basis. So, of course, you got like a face wash. I like to keep it very basic. I usually just see what everybody else is using and just be like, might as well try it. Next, we will have moisturizer. Then we got some sunscreen. So normally I use Dermalogica Sunscreen. It comes with a kit, but I really haven't been using the entire kit. So I really don't know where it is, but this is just like my backup. Sunscreen, especially for black people, is something that we don't use as much. I think since YouTube has gotten so big and everybody's talking about skin on this platform, I feel like we've gotten a lot more information about sunscreen and SPF and just anything to protect your skin. It protects from getting like wrinkles and just damage from the sun. Like, you gotta think about it, like, if you, like, what are raisins? Grapes. What makes raisins? What makes grapes raisins? The sun. So, I mean, that just makes sense. I use vitamin C because I feel like when I started, like, my face started to have like this like grayness to it. So those are pretty much like my definitely go-tos. These are my like lazy day things. They're just witch hazel pads, and they're by Thayer's. These ones are the lemon ones, but they have other ones as well. I believe they even have like non-scented, but they're like exfoliating pads as well, so it's good for getting up some of that built up oil and dirt. Okay, so next we have, this is also by Thayer's, and this is a facial mist. So first things first is I like to wet my face with water, then apply a little bit to the face. And I feel like with a face wash, I believe I was told by an esthetician that like when you're washing something, like you're trying to like wash your face, you want to like circular motion, go up. That's a good tip. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then for me, I always come straight behind it with some type of moisturizer or whatever. Just a little bit, right? That's just me. Then I hit my face, boom, 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 couple squirts. Ooh. Then, a little SPF. I only use a little bit of this. One, I don't go outside much during the day. And then two, I feel like some of them, and I really have to find one that doesn't, and if you know one that doesn't, please recommend. I feel like they got like this grayish hue, and like I'm all about avoiding the grayish hue. Then I add a little vitamin C up in there. You probably want to put this in before the moisturizer, so you might want to rewind back 2 steps. But I like it all being in the skin. Then if I'm having like any specific breakouts, I usually put toothpaste on that, but I'm trying to level up from the toothpaste thing. This is for those like breakouts, so we're gonna try this. This is new, and I got like 2 little, hold on, wait, like good ones right there, so we can really be able to test this out. And then, besides that, I got my own concoction right here, and this is like for my beard. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Then, nice little pull. Then, after that, got our concoction for the hair. I want to call it a good mix of oil and water, and it's like Because my best friend told me before, like, your hair is like a plant, you want to water it every day. And I'm just like, what? So I just try to keep, I got real dry hair, so I try to keep it hydrated by, you know, adding a little, you know, moisture. If you guys want a video on this, just let me know. If you want a video on this, just let me know. And then if you have like really irritable skin and you know that your like stuff like just it, like, you know, you gotta touch your face, so to speak, I would recommend getting some like Benadryl itch stopping cream. I'm not really sure if this is the best thing to use for your face, but put some of this on there to keep your hands off your face. And before I actually show you guys like my process or whatever the case may be, I really just want to hone in on the fact that there are certain things that you can do to help your skin that, of course, like what you eat, what you drink, you already know, like drink, you know, everybody's secret is that they drink tons and tons of water. I don't know, that definitely doesn't, I'm sure it affects it, but if you have problematic skin, it could have something to do with like your hormones, and just a lot of other things. I do know a lot of things are dietary. A lot of us are lactose intolerant and we get gas when we eat cheese and milk and dairy, but we don't really think about what it may do to our skin. So stuff like that, so always be careful what you eat. Another thing I would say is if you have like sensitive skin, try not to use like stuff with a lot of fragrance in it, especially like body wash and shit like that. I mean, I can show you all the body wash I use. Man, maybe we leave that for another video, but if you're interested, just let me know. But a white washcloth. These ones are pretty thick. Personally, I like the thinner ones. I like the thinner, cheaper ones. Like Walmart probably has like this like super cheap white one. I would not recommend that one. That one like will rip the skin off. But then Target has like this cheap white one, and I feel like it's just cheap enough where I feel like I need to feel like my skin is coming off a little bit when I'm scrubbing, like just a little bit, like not too much, but just a little bit. So I like kind of coarse rags, you know. But white face cloths, white towels, and make sure you're using a separate, you know, separate stuff for your face. Another thing, pillowcases. You always want to make sure that you got yourself a nice, clean pillowcase. And if you don't have access to like a washing machine, so you can't like maybe wash it like bi-weekly, or you can't afford to buy like and maybe switch it up. Honestly, I think for me, I think I'm about to start changing my pillowcases like I change my boxes at least 5 times a week. So other than that though, I would definitely say you could like sleep on a towel. Like you sleep, put a towel over your pillow, like a white towel, sleep on that. And then because towels are pretty inexpensive. I mean, I guess buying a towel and a pillowcase are probably the same, but sleep on a white towel. And you could like flip the towel over the next night, and then, or like even fold it in sections and just sleep on it different nights, because our faces are just prone to so much bacteria and dirt on those pillows, and it's just like you be just covered in it. If you fuck with what I'm saying so far, like, comment, subscribe. Okay, so now it's time to actually put some images to what I was saying. This is so awkward seeing my face right here like this, like back up. But alright, so first, you know, you want to have some clean hands. That's like the #1 thing. Then after that, you wanna, I like to wet my face first. And then, you know, I like to get a little squirt, like really, I use one finger. So, one. Then I put it on my face first. And then I always start with my forehead, because my forehead is the most like breakout area. So in my head, it must be the dirtiest area. So then I told y'all we want to wash outward, boom, 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 boom. I don't even like mine to get too sudsy. I like to feel like it's just barely there. Alright. Oh. Because I feel like I'm trying to do this and look good at the same time, it's hard because my contact just got blurry as fuck. Okay, so then I got real oily skin, so I don't like to keep too much moisture on it. You know, definitely want to throw in a white towel for this. So then next for me, I like to get a little SPF and a little bit of moisturizer. So now we're gonna moisturize. Always focusing with. Now for moisturizer, I'm gonna work that in. And I always start on with my forehead and work my way down. And I like to get everything. Then we go in for a second. I'm not just rub my finger against it. Now I can get my lips. Close that bad boy up. Then get literally this much sunscreen. Put this on my hand first because I like to apply this a little more evenly. You know, if you miss a spot, it matters. For this, I'll take it to my ears and my neck. Some of your vitamin C. And this is only for people who feel like they just want to keep that complexion alive, you know, that glow. Vitamin C, 1, 2. I really don't do that normally, but it's a video. Probably somewhat entertaining. Spray the beard. Alright, so then that. For my hair, just get that in. Alright, boys, done. So skin check. See? And you know, skin, my skin isn't perfect, but you just gotta kind of appreciate what you can while you can, cause skin is ever changing. So one day it might be okay, and then the next day it might not be. But don't ever be too hard on yourself, because you gotta remember that like it's always a process. It's always something changing. We're always like going up and down, you know. And for every high, there's a low. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta know how to manage those lows so you can enjoy those highs, even in skin. But beyond all of that, it's one thing I did leave out. I wanted to say, like, if you don't really use face rags, so to speak, I kind of recommend paper towels. Those were new, like new, fresh, wash rags versus like a paper towel. I feel like paper towels, especially when you get under that first roll, you got some pretty clean stuff there to wipe your face with. So I would recommend that. Other than that, if you guys have any tips and suggestions for me, pass them along. Like I'm showing y'all my skin raw and brightly lit. So, and it's not like sunlight on your iPhone is just like perfect. It's gonna make your skin look amazing. But certain lighting also affects how your skin looks. So be mindful of that too, because we be so hard on ourselves. Me specifically, I be so hard on myself and just be like, yo, I mean, I'm looking at a selfie from a year ago when I was just like in perfect lighting after a haircut. That's different than what it might be when you haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks and you haven't really been eating the best. You haven't really been in, you know, the brightest moments. So just be really kind to yourself. And if y'all have any suggestions for me, if y'all have any questions for me, drop all of that below. And in the meantime, stay untouchable. Godspeed.